Ah, hey! I'm wearing a hat, but it doesn't mean that you're getting anything free or that I'm going to be picking any giveaway little slips of paper out of it. It just means that I'll be giving away pearls of wisdom. That's not true. I don't have any of those. I really don't. I don't have a single one today. But I will tell you that I think in one of the past few videos I was talking about how I was sitting around with a completely filthy desk and half empty cups of coffee on my desk. Or maybe that was someone else. Yesterday I picked up the wrong cup of coffee. This is the right one for today because I have since gotten rid of all of the empty cups of coffee, or half empty. The half part is the problem. Picked up a half empty cup of coffee and just threw back I want to say it was a good inch of cream cheese, creamy. It had turned into a block. It went into my mouth. I almost vomited in my office. It was nasty. But it's one of those things. I mean, if you're a slob, these things happen to you. There's nothing you can do about them except, you know, cry. I think is the big thing. I'm trying to keep my desk a little bit cleaner now as a result. But so this is a Randomy McRanderton post. I bought a book. I went to the library. I want to talk about stuff that I'm reading, and I wanted to talk about a conundrum, a Nook conundrum that has befallen me. Also, I've replaced the standard things with Rorschach tests. So I'm excited. The standard background stuff. Anyway, so the last week I couldn't stand it anymore because of your, the booktubers' incessant vlogging and book hauling regarding this book. And this kind of set me off on the conundrum with the Nook thing. So I'll let you know that. Like I said before, our borders are closing down, the one that's closest to me, and they keep sending me the emails about, like, get your 33% off coupon. Well, and I didn't want to wait for borders, and for Amazon to get this book. And I didn't want to, I hate ordering from Amazon because I feel like if I don't do the $25, I feel like I'm getting ripped off because of the shipping. So I won't do it. So, I got my 33% discount coupon and arranged to go to lunch with my wife, who lives closer to this borders, and picked up Wither by Lauren DeStefano. And if this isn't the most beautiful cover, it's amazing. Well, it's not the most beautiful cover, but it is one of my favorite covers that I've seen that's coming out this year. And I mean, even the interior stuff is pretty fantastic. The back is fantastic, and the everything really about it, the chapter headings, the page numbers, it's all very well art directed, very nicely art directed. I would definitely give this as an example of something I'd be interested in seeing from Delacorte. We'll see. I mean, I love what Delacorte does with books, but I really love this. Anyway, so I'm excited. It's dystopian. It's fantastic. There you go. I went to the library, and as a result of Bumblebee's videos, he has apparently an infatuation with Alan Bradley's Flavia de Luce, who's like an 11-year-old detective. And so I picked up The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie, and I'm excited to read that, but it's gonna have to wait because while all this stuff was going on with my goddaughter and everything, we kind of let the my wife's book club slip by a bit, and so we're kind of under the gun to get the Fire Master's Mistress read. This is by Christy Dickinson, and it's our book club thing for the month, and I've got to read it like in 2 weeks, and it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty hefty. I mean, it's 500 pages. It is about the Guy Fawkes incident in England, and I guess there's just other stuff. I think there's a romance that happens during it. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm hoping that it's a quick read. If it's not, I may skim. I hate to skim, but I might just do that. Of the books that I picked up last week from the library, and I got quite a few, and I think I showed them to you all. I was going through, I usually take the stack, whatever the stack is from the library, and I take it with me somewhere. To the bathroom. and read like the first couple of pages of each. And this was the second book I picked up. Please Ignore Vera Deeds by A.S. King. And I have not been able to put it down since. The other books just kind of sat there on the counter. It is, the voice in it, the way that it's structured is very different and I think really interesting, and I'm excited about it. And so that's what I'm reading right now. I would have read you, and I think I'm going to do this as a separate post, but I have been writing up a wish list. One is a wish list of books that have already come out and I've kind of let pass. And I need to, at some point, track those down, hopefully, for a bargain. And then I have another list, which is a wish list of books that are coming out in the future. And since joining these two groups, I've like come across all these books that are coming out like way down the line that you haven't heard about yet, because all they've done is come out as small blurbs in Publishers Marketplace, like the one I read to you from Velveteen. But yeah, they're sounding really interesting, and I can't wait to share some of those with you, what I'm really excited for. And also, did you guys see Leah Habel's cover for Dearly Departed, her book that's coming out with zombies and stuff in it? It is awesome. Is it not? Seriously? Looks great. So, I think is that it? Is that all I'm going to talk about? No, it isn't all I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my Nook Conundrum. Here it is. I read 2 books on the Nook, right? And I really read them quickly, and I really enjoyed the experience of reading on the Nook. I just finished The Body Finder, which was a super quick read, and I really enjoyed it. And if you'd like to follow me on Goodreads, I do star them. I don't do anything more than like a sentence review or anything like that, but I star the ones that I like. So you can get some recommendations on there. But my conundrum is that I was going through the books that I wanted to read again, or I wanted to read from, when you can like shop on the Nook and see what you want. And I'm like horrified at having to pay like $10 for an electronic book. It's too much money. And so I understand why people are downloading Amanda Hawking's books, because they're so much cheaper. But my experience is that I won't do that. It's like I'm more interested in these books that have been like, heavily promoted, which may be bad. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me really, but it does. I think that my issue is that I was like, oh, I really want to read Wither. Okay, but when it comes down to a book that's packaged as well as this, and that looks awesome on the shelf, and is really, I think, collectible in a sense, there are certain books that are just really well done. And when I think about buying that book as an ebook rather than as a paper book, it's like it seems wrong to me. It's wrong not to look at the other aspects other than the reading. I mean, this has clearly been a labor of love for a lot of people, and not just the writer and the editor. So anyway, so there's absolutely no way that I was going to buy it for $9.99 as an ebook. There's just no way. Now that's not to say that some other books are not so well packaged, and I think that trade paperbacks particularly, like this, this is something I would totally, there's nothing particularly interesting about the design of this book. It's definitely something that I would buy as an ebook, but I would definitely try to get a bargain. That's the thing, because still $9.99 is it's a lot to pay for, something that doesn't have any paper to it. Is that wrong? How much are you guys willing to pay for an ebook? Seriously. That's my question. That's a question as part of Randomness. And there you go. And I'll just drink my coffee for the rest of the video. Though it's getting a little cold.